Hey guys, long time no see. But here's Fitz, so I know you guys haven't seen him in a while. Well, an updated Fitz. So yeah, I'm basically going to show you guys how to travel without your bearded dragon because I've been getting a lot of video requests for this. Like, how do I go away and leave Fitz at home? What do I do? So if you are a youngster like me and still live at home with your parents, then you kind of have an advantage if your parents are nice enough to take care of your animals. But I also have some tips for those of you who aren't really at home and you live on your own and you need to leave your reptiles at home. Unfortunately, there's not really a way you can leave your animals long distance if you don't have someone to watch them, but there are some tips that I can give you if you're leaving for a couple days to feed your bearded dragons. This not only can work for bearded dragons, this can work for crested geckos too. Crested geckos are probably much easier than bearded dragons. So I'm just going to start off by saying if you're leaving for more than 2 to 3 days, I highly recommend you get someone to watch their animals because bearded dragons can go a few days without eating. It's just not really recommended you go for more than 3 days without feeding them at all. So I know a lot of bearded dragons only eat like once or twice a week. Fitz eats almost every day. So for those of you who have parents at home that are willing to take care of your animals like mine are, this is for you. First you're gonna need is this. I basically made a schedule with everything possible that is required for my fish, crested gecko, and bearded dragon. So what I have is, the first one is Calypso. So for Calypso, I basically made a category feeding. You're basically just going to write down everything, your routine, and it makes it a lot easier if you have a meal plan. So definitely check my video out on how to do a meal plan. It helps them take better care of your animal and it's more organized for them. So for feeding, I have used the squeeze bottle that's in the fridge. So you also want to tell them the location of the food, what foods to feed them. You really want to put down every little detail. So everything you do, every step you do to take care of your animals, you put it right down on a piece of paper for the person who's taking care of your animals. It's the same thing for Fitz. I just have how to take care of his lighting, like what lights goes on and off at night, how to feed him. I also have entertainment, because you know Fitz needs attention. So I just said let him roam around my room for about 30 minutes to an hour, because that's how long I usually do it. And if your bearded dragon is also the type to get lost in your room, I put if lost, he's hiding either against the heater, behind my dresser, behind my bed, or next to the fish tank. Those are his main hiding spots, so you really basically want to give them a whole personality check of your lizard or whatever you are letting them babysit. So literally, you definitely want to have a plan out of how you feed your pets, what you do with them. I can also take a picture for you guys and show you right here of what mines look like. It's not really much. It doesn't really look amazing. I'm not really that good at writing down plans, but I'll show you anyway. So for those of you who are only going away for maybe a night or 2 or maybe 3, but that's still stretching it, these are the tips for you. Unfortunately, if you are going away longer than that, you might want to hire a babysitter, unless your bearded dragon can go weeks without eating, or even a week. I know Fitz can't, or I just start to freak out that I didn't feed him. So some hacks if you are going away and you have no one to watch your animals, you definitely want to invest in a light timer. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically, you see how us reptile owners, we have the heat lamp and the UVB light on during the day, then at the nighttime we shut those off, and if we have a night lamp we turn that on. You could basically buy a light timer, so it makes it a lot easier for your bearded dragon to just go right to sleep and wake up in the morning and you don't have to stress whether the lights are on or off, because you have a timer to do that. You want to make sure that their food is full before you leave. Most bearded dragons, at least from my understanding, all of them, they know when they're eating too much vegetable wise. They never know insect wise, so I definitely don't recommend giving them insects, you know, just throwing a bunch in there. Feed them what they normally get fed before you leave, and then they just won't have insects for however long you're gone. You definitely want to fill a bowl up with vegetables. Make sure they're vegetables that can last long outside of the refrigerator. I know there's not many, but try to find, you know, ones that are very fresh, because your bearded dragon can eat those over the course of days that they won't be getting fed from you. What I like to do is put treats. So I have the buffet blend, and I also know there's dried vegetables and stuff like that. Those are a great substitute for the vegetables while you're away. There are some times where Fitz goes on this treat kick and he only eats these for like a week and he's definitely fine. Nothing really happens to him. And you can also put dried insects in there, so I highly recommend those if you're going away too. You don't always need that, especially if you're going away for a short amount of time. It's not vital that they need those fresh vegetables. I mean, at least for Fitz, because these have pretty good protein and vitamins in them. So if you feed them when you leave the fresh vegetables and the insects, then these are a good substitution to use for a couple of days. Obviously not the staple diet, guys, but definitely are a good sub for a little bit. Okay, so also, I don't know if this works, but it would be cool if it did, right? So you see how they have automatic dog feeders? Why don't somebody invent an automatic bearded dragon feeder? Or you can use an automatic dog feeder. I think that would be great. But if you out there, one of you want to patent it, put my name on it, because I came up with the idea. So if I see a bearded dragon automatic reptile feeder, I'm going to be mad. And I'm going to hunt down whoever put that idea out on the market, because I said it first. But I definitely wouldn't stress out. It's very simple. Just make sure they're fed, and the lights, especially the lights, that's like the main thing. And make sure they always have food on standby. And even if it is a little old, I'm sure they'll eat it and it won't kill them. So yeah, that is my ideas and my hacks on how to leave your bearded dragon at home. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. If I could find Fitz and he didn't keep running away, I'd be able to show him to you, but oh, here's a guys, we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. I don't like to call you subscribers, I like to call you friends. Because, to be honest, I chat with most of you on Snapchat like you're my friend. I really have full-on conversations with some of you. Yeah, if you have a Snapchat, definitely add me, because there's like a 99.9% chance I will Snapchat you back. Because I do that to everyone. I don't do it like often, but I definitely do it over the course of a day or two, or as soon as I get your Snapchat. So, have a conversation with me. I might send you pictures of Fitz, pictures of Fitz, and I post a lot on my story too of Fitz, so definitely check us out.